Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is Birdtross and welcome back to Thaumcraft 6. Here we are on the basement floor of the Wizard Tower, and I've got a new Arcane Levitator in here. I've put a second one down here, well I put a second one there, and I've got this one, I've moved it over slightly so that we can get up here, but I'm still not completely happy with the system. I was checking out Marty G's videos and it seems like what he's got is another levitator to push you into the path of this one once you get up here. So I'm actually planning on putting this one down a couple blocks, having a third levitator in the wall to push you here. So what we'll eventually have is just one little hole here, like we normally did, and then we can block this up so that we don't have to have this ugly hole right here. Anyways, in the last episode, we started working on Golemancy here a little more thoroughly. We made ourselves the Golem Press, the workstation that you use to craft all of the golems, and the goal was to create a little golem guy capable of working as our guy in the automatic wheat farm. Unfortunately, the Harvest Seal requires a trait on our golem that we do not have access to yet, and that is the Deft trait. So I was looking at my old videos, the old TC4 videos where I had the same issue happen, rolls eyes. And the way that we solved it is up here in the materials. So we're going to go ahead and do kind of research the materials today, as well as hopefully the rest of the Golemancy tablet as much as we can, really. Thanks to the YouTube comment people for suggesting today's episode. Here we go. Material Studies Iron. An upgraded material from wood, iron has many properties to recommend it. It's much sturdier than wood and malleable in a way that wood can never be. It's harder to work with, however, and quite heavy. Righto, so for this we need to examine iron? Oh, okay, apparently I've already done that, right, so I guess that's just scanning it, fair enough. And there you go, that's that done. Didn't say that unlocked any new parts yet, but let's just double check. No, that hasn't done the deft things yet. We've got brass up here. We'll just do the clay first. You can make clay golems apparently. Clay is not particularly strong, light, or durable, but it's easy to work, highly resistant to fire, and lighter than iron. Basically, the perfect choice for a thaumaturge on the budget. Well, it would be if there was any clay around here. We've got plenty of ice and snow. Can I make a snow golem? Yes, I can. It's just not Thaumcraft related. So we need to examine clay, which we've already done apparently, and bablamo. That one is already nice and done. We've got brass here. I'm surprised I'm not seeing thormium, or maybe thormium will be over here or something. Well, let's grab brass next. While brass is softer than iron, it's still quite sturdy and well suited to fine mechanical constructs. In my opinion, it is the best mundane material for Golemancy purposes, and I wouldn't dream of crafting intricate devices from any other material. It is quite pleasing to the eye as well, it sure as heck is, that golden glow. I just wanted to check if clay gave us... No, it doesn't look like that's given us the deft trait here. Oh, lovely snow in my video, okay. Yeah, just wanted to check that before grabbing this. Alrighty, man, we are just... Oh, there it is there, we're just plowing through the materials here. And that's it there, so the clay... Not the clay, the brass, rather. The brass gives you access to the fine manipulators. So your golem needs to at very least have fine manipulators and be smart. Okay, so that's that problem solved. We'll go ahead and get that sorted out here probably later on in the episode, but let's keep on the research train here. We've got a material studies for thormium. That is here, as it turns out. Alright, hiding away. Thormium is an arcane metal that sucks up enchantments like a proverbial sponge. It's significantly stronger than iron too. Unfortunately, it's slightly heavier than iron, and its strength also makes it hard to work. While it cannot compete with brass when it comes to intricate clockwork, thormium's strength makes it a useful material to craft mechanisms that require strength over precision. Alright, we've already examined thormium, so let's get that one. And that's probably the final material. There might be an add-on here that adds its own extra material or something. We'll have to check that out later. I know there's a mod somewhere one of these add-ons adds its own arcane seal, doesn't it? We haven't really dabbled with the seals very much, but was it this one? Yeah, this one here. This one's got all these different foci in here, so yeah, we can dabble with that some other time. But alright, that's all the materials at least for now. Possibly. There might be more, I don't know. Let's grab some more stuff here in the Golemancy tab. We've just got this brain in a jar hanging out on its side over here. This is another one of these warped researchers, and as a YouTuber I am bound by having to research everything for you guys, so let's go ahead and grab this guy. Hopefully it'll be okay. Isn't it just the worst when you have a bunch of spare brain matter lying around but nothing useful to do with it? Time to change that. Okay, so for this one we need to have a Gallimancy Theory, a zombie brain. Okay, we just need to consume that. And we also examined something brainy already, so it looks like it's time to head to the research table once again. Let's go and grab ourselves a Golemancy Theory. Let's just do this. What, another? Freaking clay, dude! Why is so much clay being used for golem research? It's kind of crazy. Just quickly filling up the scribing tools with ink. And let's finish off this research here. Just got one round to go. Channeled Winculum, essentially. I might have some of that. No. Don't have any of that here. Okay, well in that case I guess we'll just calibrate. Boom. Why not? 240%. That's a new record for me, I think. 2 theories at once. Very nice. Let's check out this research here. Very cool. Boblamo. Alright, that's a bit of warp gained. Oh dear. I've discovered a way to reanimate a zombie brain and put it to my own dark uses. It retains some of the hunger it possessed as a zombie, and while it cannot consume brains, it still enjoys eating the thoughts and experiences of those slain nearby. Giving the jar a good shake will make it surrender some of its ill-gotten gains for my own use. It'll only hold a certain amount of experience. Particle effects will be displayed above the jar when it's full. This jar can also be used to a much greater effect than bookcases, to improve mundane enchanting. Oh yeah, that's right, that was in Thaumcraft 2, it's been like that ever since then, back in the day. I still remember all that, oh my gosh. But here's the recipe for it. It's an infusion recipe. You need a zombie brain, 2 spider eyes, and plain old water bucket here, as well as some sensus, exanimis, and cognitio essentia. And that gets you these brain in a jar there. The instability is moderate, so buyer beware. Cool, that's our second warp research done and done. Let's move down the list here. We've got a Golem Mastery here, so yes, yeah, we read this yesterday. And so that's why all of these are sort of started already, because I was looking to get the deft trait. But anyways, having golems mindlessly following seals is not my only goal. I want them to mindlessly follow me as well. There has to be a way to make that happen. I'm sure there is. Boblamo. I can now right-click on a golem with the Golemancer's bell to have it follow me. While following me, it will no longer obey seals, and combat-capable golems will defend me in combat. Very nice. Clicking on the golem again will return it to normal functioning, and its home location will be set to its current location. Nice. After this one, oh, we don't have the... We need a provide seal for that. Which one is that? It's one of the ones over here, probably. Lumberjack. Well, there it is, provide, but we need the empty seal for that. Oh, yeah, that one there. Okay, so we'll get back to this guy, but let's start moving along the tree here with the golem biothermic eyes. I should find a way to improve the visual acuity, if that's even how you say that word, of my golems. We need another Golemancy Theory. Didn't I just make 2 of these? We need a fermented spider eye, and we need we need to discover sensus as well. Okay, let's get that going. Very nice. Alright, complete. And we got 2 for that. That's all the bonus stuff that we had cashed in right there. Cool, so let's finish off biothermic eyes. By merging flesh and arcane constructs, I've crafted a set of highly acute eyes. Any golem equipped with such a set of peepers will be able to operate at 150% the normal range. 48 blocks. And that unlocks additional golem parts. Very cool. So here's the recipe for the vision module. You need 2 glass bottles. Okay, yeah, that's the glass part on top. And you need 2 fermented spider eyes. Okay. And then 2 brass plates and a simple arcane mechanism, as well as a V crystal and 50V. That gets you the vision module. Okay. That's kind of nice for being a bit more efficient with your golems, if you need to worry about your entity count and your base, I guess, maybe. But like, I don't know what the issue is with just having more golems, to be honest with you. But okay. That's one thing. Not to complain about it, of course. It's great to have things to research. Anyways, let's keep going here. I should find a way to improve the mobility acuity, if that's how you say that, of my golems. Maybe I could give them the ability to climb walls? Maybe. Golem ability climbing. So for this we need some flint, and we need to closely examine a climbing creature. What's that? I mean, maybe a spider? Climbing creatures in this game. I don't really have much of those. I think it is just the spiders. Probably. I need to scan a spider at some point. Okay. Don't know what I'm looking out there. It's not like I'm going to find a spider just hanging out in the base. Yeah, I'd got a final deciduum. Let's put that away. Okay. Yeah, so I think that particular research we'll probably have to come back to another day. Oh, and there's the Tony Stark version of research. We've got this guy already. We did that last time. Looks like it's time to move on to the seals here for today. Let's see. Control seal empty. So for this one, looks like we need a Gallimancy Theory, and we need to discover Wakwas, which we've already done. I can instruct golems to pick up and store items, but I might also need to retrieve items from inventories. Designing a seal to do this should be simple enough. Indeed it is. We have everything we need. Oh, nice. And we've already got the addendum for the advanced guy already, thanks to our warp research from before. So let's read this here. This seal is effectively the opposite of the store seal. It'll empty items from the inventory it's attached to. Any nearby golems will simply take the items and hold them. I'll need to use other seals to give them instructions as to what they need to do with the items they've taken. A specific item can be filtered so it's removed or excluded from removal. And let's see, this looks to be basically the same description as the other guys, but let's just quickly go through. I can now craft an advanced version of the seal that will allow you to filter more items at once, and give you greater control over how the items are filtered through. Golems need to be much smarter. Yeah, okay, we've read that already. You can also have the seal only check for a signal. Yeah, okay, we've read that. So, but there we go. Let's take a look at the recipes here. 10 Wakwas Essentia gets you this guy and the Thormium. Cool. The advanced version, again, requires Cognitio and Sensus. Okay, yep. Awesome stuff. Let's move on to the next research here. Looks like we've got the provide seal here. Oh, what was it that we were doing that needed that? Oh, it was this guy over here. Yeah, so after this, we'll actually be able to backpedal here and grab logistics. For this one, yep, sure enough, we're going to need another Golemancy Theory. Oh my god, so many theories are being used. I should design a refinement of the empty seal that will only remove items that are specifically requested by other seals, logistics robots, from Factorio, in Minecraft now. Yeah, so looks like it's time to work on another Golemancy Theory here. Oh, wait. Dude, you know what I just noticed? The sprite over here changes based on how much paper is in the table. That is really dope. Okay, anyway, back to research. Okay, that's the Golemancy out of the way. Inspired for 67. That's a bit more like it. We had an inspired before that was only like 22, which is pretty bad. But okay here. And what have we got here? Another synergy to throw that on top. So that's another 200%. Very nice. Oh, when the numbers... you know what I just noticed? When the numbers turn blue, does that mean you're going to get a theory? Mind blown. Because I just noticed that it was blue, and then we also got that Auromancy theory there as well. Okay. Wow. The more you know about this mod, like that, man, I'm learning so much about research today. It's great. So that should be everything we need here. Yuppers. Nice. This seal is similar to the empty seal, except it'll only remove an item from the inventory if there's a specific need for it. Certain seals may request provisioning. If they require specific items for their tasks, a secondary task will be created, telling a nearby golem to retrieve those items from any inventories marked by the provide seal. Oh, okay. So whenever there's like request provisioning, it's like you can have the chest right there, and then it's sort of like a more niche way, a more specified way of saying, hey, I need some seeds for my wheat farm, or what have you. This task will use the requesting seal's priority, and the golem needs to meet the requirements for both the provider seal and the requesting seal. That's true. So if we've got the harvest seal, for instance, they need to be smart and deft to be able to use that. Fair enough. The filter on the provide seal is merely used to compare what items may be taken from the container. The filters, if any, on the requesting seal will determine the exact item taken. Awesome stuff. That gets us 2 researchers here. We got the stock seal right there, but let's head back a bit and grab the Golem Logistics here. Having created the provider seal, I now have an interesting opportunity. It should be possible for me to directly request items from nearby golems. Oh snap. Some tweaking of their pathfinding will be required, but it shouldn't be too hard to achieve. Alright, so for this one we need to use up just observations, thank goodness. Golemancy and fundamentals, okay. We need to have an empty map and an Eye of Ender. I wonder if I have those. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure it's like that, yes. So that gets you an Eye of Ender. Have I actually scanned an Eye of Ender even? I haven't scanned a map. That's a lot of observations. Apparently I have scanned an Eye of Ender before. I guess I've made one in the world. I honestly do not remember. I'm going to put this blaze powder in there. Don't shift click it there, my god. And don't throw this. Alright, that should be everything we need here. Let's finish this one. That wasn't too bad. I can now sneak and right click with the Golemancer's bell to bring up an inventory of all the items accessible by provider seals within 32 blocks. This sounds overpowered, dude. I can then request items from this list, and a golem will deliver it. This is how you do, like, end game storage systems. This is ridiculous. If I clicked on a block, the item will be delivered to the block or placed inside it if it's an inventory. Wow. The side you clicked on will be taken into account. That is so cool. If I clicked on empty air, the item will be delivered directly to me. Oh, that's nice. But wait, there's more. Golems are still limited by their range, so I must take care where I try and deliver items to. Dude, like, we're in the process of upgrading the storage system downstairs. You know what I just thought of? Golem Logistics. Oh yes, that'd be so cool. To have just like an army of golems down there, be like, hey bird, you want some wood? And I'll be like, hell yes please. Or, you know, we can roleplay a little bit. Anyways, let's grab the stock seal here. Alright. I need a seal that'll allow me to keep a minimum number of items stocked in a container at all times. So for this we need to use, you guessed it, another Gallimancy Theory. Here we go. This seal is similar to the store seal, except it keeps a certain number of items stocked inside its container at all times. The seal only ensures that a minimum number of items are kept in stock. It will not prevent overstocking, should it occur by other means. This seal requires provider seals to know where to get the items. Right, yeah, so this is getting a little complicated here. Getting a little complicated with the seals, but there's the recipe. You actually need to take a store seal, toss it in here with some cognitio and desiderium to get that bad boy out. Alrighty. Did I even check the recipe for the provide seal? I don't think I did. This needs permutatio and desiderium. Well, we've already talked about... Wait, what's this? Wait, you need an advanced control seal empty to even make this. Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's a pretty pretty high tiered item there. And this one just needs a normal store seal. Okay, so that's not as high tier, but that's sort of like a tier 3 sort of guy. And I guess it kind of shows actually, because provide that's pretty strong. The next research I guess we should work on here is the Block Breaker Seal. That could be pretty handy. So for this, let's see, specifically equipped and instructed golems should be capable of digging and breaking blocks. I just need to design the proper seal for that task. Alright, we need to discover Fertility Essentia. Okay, I don't know how you got that far in Thaumcraft and didn't discover Fertility already, but we do need another Gallimancy Theory here. Time to head back to the research table and grab another one of those. And that should be that. The Golemancy turned blue at about 40% here, but I just decided to keep going anyway. We actually got a little bit more Eldritch here. We must be getting pretty close to an Eldritch Theory at some point here. Let me, let's just take a quick check. How are we doing for Eldritch Theories? It says we're about halfway. Okay. And then apparently we've got like 19 observations just chilling. The observations is not the issue here. Wait, what's this? Oh, we've actually got some thermic augmentation research apparently. Okay. That's pretty dope. Yeah, but yeah, we're about halfway towards that Eldritch Theory. Hopefully, as soon as we fill that up, but hopefully that doesn't mean... Oh! You finished... I see you've got an Eldritch Theory there. I'm just going to go ahead and unlock that Eldritch tab for you. Alright, anyways. Let's grab this. Nice. This seal commands golems to break any blocks they find in the area. The hardness of a block determines how quickly it can be broken. It's possible to filter the type of blocks to be broken or ignored. That's nice. It should be noted that due to factors like golem mobility, limited area, and speed, this seal probably will not make a very effective mining tool, though it could be used as such in a pinch. Yeah, okay, that's cool. And let's see, I can now craft an advanced version of the seal that will allow you to filter more items at once and allow the golem to break blocks as if they're using Silk Touch. Well, that's really cool. Golems will take longer to break a block if Silk Touch is used. Well, that's fine. So the recipe for these guys anyway, oh my gosh, you need to use golden tools. Any kind of golden tools, any durability will work just fine by the looks of it. Blank seal is the focus. Perdicio instrumentum humanus essentia. Instability negligible, so these are pretty easy to make. Okay. How do you turn it into the advanced version? Again, just inside the old crucible there. Standard essentia types, but this time 20 instrumentum on top as well to get the advanced block breaker for the Silk Touch functionality there. That is pretty freaking sweet. Let's see. Let's keep on moving here. We're going to need to use the... I want to do the Lumberjack Seal next. Okay, while the Block Breaker Seal can be used to chop down trees, it's not particularly effective at the task. I should do something about that. Yes, indeed. That's going to require another Golemancy Theory. Oh my god. How many of these have I used today? And some Edible Essentia. We've already discovered that. Back to the grind. Okay, that should be the last one here. Let's complete that theory. Got an Auromancy one here as well by the looks of it. Oh, apparently not. No, the blue text. I guess the blue text doesn't mean that it's going to fill out a theory. Okay, well, no, I stand corrected. But anyways, we got 2 more Golemancy theories to add to the pile. Oh my gosh. Boblamo! A refinement of the Block Breaker Seal. The Lumberjack Seal will only target wooden logs, but instead of breaking the log the golem's hitting, it'll instead break the furthest connected log. Kind of like the Axe of the Stream. Very nice. This means that it is highly effective when used to harvest trees, as it'll effectively chop them from the top down. Very nice. The recipe for this guy, let's have a look. Okay, that requires 40 Erba and 20 Sensus Essentia. And also you need to use the Block Breaker Seal as a intermediary. That probably explains why this is so cheap, because block breaking is kind of basic, I guess. Like, that's one of the main things you do in this video game, I guess. Alright, looks like we've got the Guard Seal over here. I want to try and get these last 2 seals here, and then I think we'll wrap up the episode for today, because we've actually got a lot of content now. The episode's getting a little long. Let's see here. The Guard Seal, alright. Though small, thaumaturgical golems should be perfectly capable of combat. Oh boy. Combat is quite a complex task, however, and I'll need to carefully test the seal to avoid accidents. So for this we need to use up one of the theories that we have banked, thank goodness. And we also need to discover Mortus Essentia, which we've already done. Let's grab that. Oh boy, more warp. Dang it. When placed, this seal will protect an area from intrusion. Any hostile creatures it detects will be targeted by nearby combat-capable golems and attacked. If the golem has the deft property, any creature slain will drop experience orbs, as if killed by a player. This research also unlocks additional golem parts. Very nice, but wait, there's more! Addendum 1. I can now create an advanced version of the seal that'll give greater control over which creatures my golems will target. Very cool. Now there's one use that I can think of for this seal, and that is to protect my mending villager. We had a zombie apocalypse here in the base at some point, but with a couple of these guys around, I'll actually be able to protect some of these vulnerable mobs, such as the villagers, from zombification, as it were. So this is actually going to be a pretty useful seal in this playthrough. As I recall, in my TC5 playthrough, I tried making battle golems, but they just ended up being a bit too slow to be able to be useful. But here's the recipe. You need to take some Aversio and Praemunio Essentia. Then your Thaumatorium, get a guard seal, very cool. And let's see, this gives us an aggression module. Presumably this is one of the prerequisites to actually make the golem on the press. So you need 3 glass panes of any colour, 2 brass plates, bit of blaze powder, get your anger on, fair enough. And a simple arcane mechanism. It does take 50V though. The Yingyi's Feast Crystal is kind of cheap chips, but 50V is quite a bit actually. So these guys are not cheap, that's for sure. To get the advanced version, it's sort of what you'd expect. Cognitio Sensus in a Thaumatorium. Bablamo. Very cool. 1 seal to go, the Butcher Seal. This is the... Oh, I remember this one. This is what you use to control your farms, isn't it? Like your animal farms. While guard seals can be used to kill animals, they're not very selective. Yes. I should refine the arcane algorithms in a guard seal to make it more suited for animal farming. Okay, and it looks like we need another Gallimancy Theory. Oh boy. Have to go make some more Exonomies Essentia to be able to finish that research off. Let's keep it going here. I guess we'll go Artifice, why not? Inspired, 66 Golemancy, sure, why not? We've been using so much of that. That's this. Your total progress is split evenly. No. But for this one we need solar and 3rd quarter. I do have a bunch of these saved up. 3rd quarter's right there. Yeah, I've got plenty of these, which is good. Might need to do a bit more night research though. I'm starting to run out of these. Let's grab that anyway. 200%. All good. All good. Let's just grab that, because that doesn't need anything. And sure, why not? Just pumps Golemancy. So what is that going to do? 240%? That's the current record. We got 4 theories out of that. Holy crap! That's a record. But anyways, let's check this guy out. Alright, complete that. Cool. And some more warp. Yeah, throw it on the pile there, dude. The Butcher Seal works much like the Guard Seal, except it only targets adult animals. Furthermore, it'll always make sure that at least 1 breeding pair of animals remains alive. So that is really handy for like automated systems, but the downside is that it only leaves 2 animals alive. Like when I go and harvest my cows, I like having, 30, 40 of them to plow through at a time, so that I don't have to worry about replenishing steak every while. But I guess, because animals take 20 minutes to grow, right? And then you can send the food off to an infernal furnace, and then I guess get the nuggets burned down for Essentia or something. And there's that there's the, what is it, the lamp of, the lamp of fertility? Right, yeah, there's this guy as well. I'm not. Maybe that'll increase the speed at which they grow up or something. Mature. That's the correct word. We'll have to mess around with that at some point. But yeah, like that's, as far as I could tell, that's all the golem seals in the basic Golemancy tab here. We haven't completely finished off the Golemancy tab. We're actually 89%. And if I looked at the rest of these, like I've got 3 things to go here as far as I can tell. Is that 89% worth? I'm not 100% sure about that, but that's a fair amount of progress. A fair amount of progress. I mean, if you look at these other tabs, like Fundamentals, I've got everything fully researched out, but it says I'm only 53% done, so there's obviously a lot hiding away here that we'll have to find. Auromancy, we've basically haven't even started. Well, we've got like one thing over here, that's your 8% there. Like Alchemy, all the Alchemy research that we did is still only 59%. Artificers, you know, it's coming along, I guess. Arcane Infusion, yeah, I feel like I did a lot of Arcane Infusion. Well, I guess not really. We only really went down this one path, didn't we? Still got a lot of stuff down here to check out. Yeah, the Golemancy tab is looking nice and healthy now, which is really cool. That's going to do it for this episode, ladies and germs. I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Hit me up on the social media as well, and if you want to, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. I'd really appreciate that. See you on the next one, boys. Have a good one.